Crowns and Hops is a Black-owned brewery created by Teo Hunter and Beny Ashburn. Their beer and brand have gained national attention over the last 5 years, and they're ready to plant roots in Inglewood, California. However, commercial space can be really expensive, so they created a digital media strategy to promote their equity crowdfund campaign. Let's get into breaking it down. Their digital media strategy is comprised of an internal amplifier and multiple external amplifiers. Their internal amplifier is Instagram. They have over 30,000 raging hard, beer-loving fans that couldn't be happier to support them and share their work. Their external amplifiers can be simplified into media mentions, as they have 2 different kind of types that are really prevalent throughout this digital media strategy for their equity crowdfund campaign. They've been featured in the likes of Rolling Stone and had really great write-ups by others in the beer community. And they've also have this incredible tribe of business owners who are local to the Inglewood community who have been able to speak on their behalf throughout this campaign. So let's dig into what types of media they used and how they used them to achieve their goal of raising the funds that they need for their physical brew space. First up, we're talking evergreen videos, which is my favorite type of video content. They had an announcement video, they had an explainer video, they shared their stories as founders, they used their platform to amplify those community partners that I mentioned previously who are native to the Inglewood area and also have physical storefronts. They shared targeted collaborations that they did, such as the one they did with Vice and Field Roast to do a beer and vegan meal pairing, which I thought was really awesome, and shared deeper video content explaining their connection to the Inglewood community and why it's so important for them to specifically open a brewery there. These evergreen videos paired really well with their short form video content. One thing that they did in particular, if you're scrolling along their Instagram, is they created a repeatable motion graphic that allowed them to update their audience every time they reached a new milestone in their equity crowdfund. This is something that was repeatable, always had their Crowns and Hops logo and messaging at the end, and just increased their transparency about how they were doing and how the impact of their community banding together to support them financially was going. As I talked about previously with their evergreen videos where they shared longer pieces of community partners who were already physically located in Inglewood, they also created short form content from other pieces of long form content like articles and write-ups that they've been featured in through short videos. I thought this is a really cool example of how you can repurpose content, especially content that you didn't make that was maybe made by an external amplifier or amplifying source, into your own social media strategy. They made videos of what you'll get when you invest in their equity crowdfund, so their products, their perks, gear, beer, all those kind of great things. So I thought that was really awesome just to educate people. And speaking of educational content, they broke down what an equity crowdfund was for people like me who aren't familiar with that sort of thing, and maybe some of their fans as well. They also broke down how their valuation was calculated, which is an important part of the equity crowdfunding piece. So those type of things, bridging the gap between what people know and what you want people to know, is a really good way to reach new fans and engage those old fans who have been following you since day one. Video content aside, they still use Instagram in the way that probably most people use Instagram, in posting photos, videos, and hosting targeted live streams where people could ask specific questions that they had about the equity crowdfund that may have been too long for them to answer in the comments section. They kept it really simple with their photos, just sharing pictures of them so people could get an idea of who exactly they're investing in. And their graphics really took their photos as an extension of themselves and hammered in their messaging that is consistent with the Crowns and Hops brand. They posted a lot of stuff about Black people love beer, which is what I think Crowns and Hops actually started as. So it started as just a community of Black people who love beer and then grew and evolved into the brewery that is Crowns and Hops. As with anything, timing is super important. I think they strategically held this over a time where they knew was going to overlap with August, which is Black Business Awareness Month. So they were able to capitalize on people who are already poised and mentally ready to support Black-owned businesses. And they also dropped a new beer release. It's a sour beer, and I love sour beer. It's called the Blue Peach. So if somebody's watching this and they live in California and they want to send me a 6-pack of this beer, or a 4-pack if they're tall boys, just get at me. I would really love to get my hands on that beer, but I just thought that was also really strategic in that they offered a new product in addition to doing the equity crowdfund to kind of keep their products and their initiative top of mind for people. Their digital media strategy worked because they knew exactly where their beer-loving target audience would be and how they wanted to appeal, educate, and entertain new and old fans alike. They consistently created video-forward content, as Instagram is now a platform that primarily caters to video that was on brand and consistent with their messaging. They used Instagram as a way to amplify their position within the beer and Inglewood communities. I hope you enjoyed this breakdown and got some value from it. If so, please take a second to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for more video content breaking down some of your favorite creators' digital media strategy. That's all from me. I'll see you guys in the next one.